Ashwini, are the students joining in?
Yes.
Are the students joining?
So your mic is mute. So your mic is mute.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, so now you're audible.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So basically, the session would start at 11 o'clock. You have to log in 5 minutes before the session. Okay. And there is a link which has been provided by Bo sir. You have to uh, register yourself using that link first. Okay. And then log in 5 minutes before the session. That is maybe 10:55. You can log in. I'll leave the class 5 minutes early. Okay. So without wasting much time, I'll just start with uh, this class on banking and financial services where we were dealing about issue management. We're just going to go a bit ahead today. okay, and try to learn a few more things about this issue and the various concepts that are involved in the issue of shares. Okay. Okay, guys, please confirm if you can see the screen. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir. So the screen is not visible.
Just a minute, okay? There's some. Okay, guys, just check now.
No, sir.
Now at least.
Yes, sir.
Now?
We can see,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. Okay, so in the previous class, guys, if you remember, we had completed the pre-issue management. Okay, today we are going to start with the placement of the issue, like what are the various types in which issue can be placed or can be shares can be issued to the general public. Okay, first one is IPO. Now everybody is aware what is an IPO. It is initial public offering. Okay, that is when the shares are offered to the general public for the first time by an unlisted company, it is called as IPO. Okay, followed by it is follow on public offer, also called as FPO. Okay, follow on public offer is when the shares of a listed companies are issued to the general public for the subsequent times. Okay, it is called as FPO, that is follow on public offer. That means this particular company who is going for an IPO, the shares of these companies are already listed. Okay, that means they had gone for an IPO and their shares are already listed. Now they are doing it for the second time or subsequent times. So that is called as a follow-on public offer, FPO. Rights issues, as I said, rights issues are the issues which are made to the existing shareholders. Okay, they have the right to get shares, so the rights issues are done for the existing shareholders. No doubt we are going to go into details of each and every point which is mentioned over here. Right now I'm just briefing you out with what are these various things, like IPO, FPO, rights issues. Offer for sale is basically selling the shares on an outright basis, and private placement is basically selling the shares to specific people or specific financial institutions or mutual funds or banks, etc. That is called as private placements. Okay, so selling of shares or issuing of shares to specific people or specific parties is called as private placements. Okay, going ahead with what is an IPO. IPO is initial public offer, or also called as initial public offering. Okay, so what does this means? Initial public means it is issuing shares to the public for the first time. Initial, for the first time. So whenever a company issues shares to the general public for the first time, it is called as IPO, or it is done through IPO, initial public offering, or initial public offer. So it is, as I said, it is initial public offer and it is issued for the first time to the general public. The shares are issued for the first time to the general public. Next one is why. Why do we need to go for an IPO? First is you want to increase your capital. Now you have exhausted all your resources. You have put in all your money. Okay, the bank has also exhausted. You have exhausted the bank resources also. Now still you want to increase your capital. You need capital now. So where do you get the capital now? Okay, for that you issue shares. Okay, you convert your company into a public limited company where you issue shares to the general public, and automatically your capital increases. So first reason for IPO is increase of capital. Second is future growth. Okay, you're expecting, you want to grow in future, you're expecting some requirements of funds in future, for which you collect funds right now. So you go for an IPO, because IPO helps you in getting large sums of large amount of capital into the business. Okay, so for future growth and for expansion, you want to expand your business, for which you need capital. Okay, and that capital you can get it through an IPO, that is initial public offering. So these are the three main reasons why anyone will go for an IPO. Either they want to increase the capital, or they are thinking of future growth, or they want to expand their business. Okay, coming to the next one, what are the advantages? Okay, now advantages of IPO is creating awareness. IPO helps in creating awareness about the company. Okay, because whenever you're going for an IPO, if you remember the steps of pre-issue management, okay, one step in that is advertising the issue, right? So whenever you are advertising your issue, ultimately or indirectly, you are advertising the company also. So people are aware of about that company now. Okay, initially if you see that nobody knew about what are Happiest Mind. Okay, nobody knew what is Happiest Mind, or nobody knew what is only a few people knew what is Mazgao Doc, but most of them didn't knew about it. But when this particular IPO came in, okay, there was a lot of publicity happening about that particular IPO, and awareness was created. So IPO helps you in creating awareness about the company, about the products of the company, etc. So indirectly you are advertising your company. Okay, another advantage of IPO is you are maximizing your capital, definitely. Okay, because one of the reasons for IPO is increasing the capital. So your capital automatically maximizes when you go for an IPO. Liquidity, yes, you get a lot of liquidity when you have shares, because if you are in need of money or liquid money, then you can sell your shares immediately. That may not happen with debentures or loans. Okay, you cannot easily convert them into cash, ready cash, that is liquidity. But yes, shares can be easily converted into cash. So it gives you a advantage of liquidity. Okay, then valuation. Okay, the valuation of the company is done because whenever you're going for an IPO, you get your company valuated. At least you come to know what is the value of your company through IPO. Okay, so since you know the value of the company, now if you want to go for a merger or an acquisition, or you want to sell your company, at least you know at what price you need to sell, because you know the value of the company. And this happens because of an IPO. You've gone for an IPO, you've done the valuation of the company, and you know what is the worth of your company now. So that is about valuation. So, and last one is increase in wealth. Definitely, whenever the shares are issued to the general public and then later traded on the stock exchanges, people buy and sell your shares, and your share prices tend to increase, and which lead to an increase in the wealth of the owners. Okay, so that is why IPO is advantageous, because it helps you in creating awareness about the company, it helps you in maximizing the capital, it gives you liquidity. Okay, it provides a liquidity position to you. Then valuation, yes, it helps you in valuating your company and trying to find out the worth of the company, and it helps you in increasing your wealth. Okay, the wealth of the owners or the wealth of the stakeholders. Okay, as the share prices increases, the wealth increases, and that happens because of IPO. Okay, Next one is follow on public offer. Okay, here as I said, it is just like initial public offering. The only difference between initial public offering and follow on public offering is follow on public offering is done subsequently. Okay, it is not done for the first time. The shares of these companies, issue of shares to the public for the second time. Okay, and the shares of the companies are already listed. You want to issue more shares, that is where you go for an FPO, that is a follow on public offer. So issue of shares to the public for the second time, and public offering for existing listed company is called as an FPO, that is follow on public offer. Okay guys, due to shortage of time, I'm stopping it here. I just wanted to complete this part. Okay, because you have a session, I don't want you to be late for that particular session. So I'll just end the class over here, okay, with this only small part of IPO. I hope you're clear with what is an IPO now. Before we end, I'll just ask you these questions. What is an IPO?
So the offer made for the first time.
Offer issue of
Initial
shares
public
for the
offering.
first time to the
Issue of the share
public.
for the first time.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
sir.
an IPO. Why do we need to go for an IPO? Saraswati, why do we need to go for an IPO? Akash? Is anybody there? Narayan?
Yes.
Sir, it helps in maximizing the capital.
Yes.
It creates awareness about the company.
Yes. Basically, three reasons why we go for IPO. Increases your capital. Okay. It is for future growth and for expansion, right? Okay. And there are
Yes,
lots of
sir.
advantages attached to the IPO. So, as Narayan rightly said, maximize capital or increases your wealth. Okay, create awareness, etc., etc. Okay, so due to the advantages, it's better to go for an IPO or initial public offering. Then comes your FPO, that is the follow-on public offering. Okay, where the shares of the listed companies are issued for the second time or subsequent times to the general public. That is the follow-on IPO. That is called a follow-on public offering. That is FPO. Okay, so with this, I'll just end the class because I guess the session is starting. So in the next class, we'll continue with the next part. As I have already said, please register using the link which is given by Vaibhav sir. And it is not only for finance students. Any student can join the session. It's overall on stock market. So please join and get awareness about this particular thing of stock markets. Okay, so all the best guys. Okay, afternoon I'll be engaging. The regular classes will continue only after the end of the session. So we do not know when the session will end. Once the session ends, then we'll tell you which all classes would happen. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.